This is just another way that I use the program Mult-e-Maths Toolbox in the classroom. We did some work on probability, so it was really good. Instead of having students work in smaller groups or having the actual manipulatives up in the front of the classroom where students couldn't see them, to use this program on the whiteboard so that all students could get an understanding of what we were talking about. So for probability, it is a little bit difficult because you use so many manipulatives like dice or spinners or pulling items out of a bag for the whole class to be able to interact with the activity. So I used this marbles bag as an activity to use with the whole class to discuss probability, and it turned out to be quite successful. So basically I would ask the class, you know, what colours would I put in? So they would say maybe 2 red, 3 yellow, no green, maybe 5 blue, and then 1 orange and 1 pink. So we would have 12 altogether. What I would then write in this column is the probability, so the chance of a red being pulled out of the entire bag. Note that also down the bottom it says that each marble is put back in the bag each time. So I'd have to discuss that statement with the class and make sure that they understand that every time they pull out a marble, it is the same chance. It's not lessened because the marble is replaced. So we'd talk about, so the red has a probability of 2 out of 12. Then we would have the yellow is 3 out of 12. And then we would discuss that there is a 0 out of 12 chance of a green being pulled out, and we'd discuss the language. So it would be impossible that a green would be pulled out of the bag. So we've got 5 out of 12 for the blue, 1 out of 12 for the orange, and 1 out of 12 for the pink. Then what this program would do is, if I click on the bag here, I would actually be able to, using this button here, pull the marbles out. So we would do it 12 times. So if we do it first, so a blue one's pulled out, and what the program automatically does is puts a tally into the blue over here. So I'd do that 12 times, and then we would discuss the outcomes. So obviously the blue has come out more times because there's more of a chance of it coming out. Interestingly enough, these two came out more, even though they had only one, but then we'd have to discuss again the chances because it's being replaced every time. So this is a really great tool to use with the students. I did try initially using an actual bag and pulling marbles or items out of the bag, which was really difficult, especially with a class of 30, and this was just absolutely perfect.